Welcome to Worldviews and Wanderlust. I am Dee Dee, and I am here to tell you about our recent trip to Egypt. We um, we flew Qatar Airlines to Egypt. When we arrived, we went through the visa process, which I explained in another video. I explained it. Well, I recorded myself explaining it immediately after it happened, and then I just posted it like yesterday or so. But anyway, we went through the process of, you know, um, the visa and getting the passport stamped. Then once we went outside, because our hotel was paid for, but it didn't come with transportation. Mind you, that the airport and Cairo, the city, are about 30 to 45 minutes away from each other. So we had to get a Uber. Ubers are not allowed to come and meet you at the uh, the baggage claim area. They're supposed to meet you at a offset area, parking area for the Uber drivers. But this Uber driver was able to get in there, But as soon as we got off the plane, immediately people started grabbing the carts to put our luggage on and wouldn't take their hands off of our luggage. I'm like, I got it. And they just would not take. I walked all the way out to the curb with my hand on my carry-on, and the guy had his hand on my carry-on, and he wouldn't let go. I wasn't letting go. I'm like, I don't know this dude. I'm not letting go of my carry-on. I don't know who he is. So after they help you, they obviously want some money. Okay, so when we had a layover in Qatar before we got to Cairo. So when we were in Qatar, at the Qatar airport, I got $365 worth of Egyptian pounds. And that was like 14,000, 15, 16,000 pounds or whatever. For Egyptian pounds, it's 48 Egyptian pounds to the American dollar. So, 200 Egyptian pounds was a little over $4. I think it went up while we were there to like 50 per Egyptian pound. But in any case, I got some change because I knew that they were going to do that and haggle us for money. So anyway, they told us, and as you could see in my the visa explanation video, you see me saying there's a white something. Well, what it is that the manufacturers of cars there are not quite the same as they are in America. So he said we were looking for a white MG. What is an MG? I'm like, Toyota, Chevy, Volvo, what are we looking for? All I know is we're looking for a white car. So every white something that went by, I'm like, there's a white something right there. I don't know what brand it is, but it's there. But anyway, we got the Uber. We get to the hotel. And the name of the hotel was, I want to say Golden Pyramids, something like that. When we got there, when we got in the area of there, we're in Giza. We got in the area of there, and boy, if you're not ready, you're not ready. The nightlife in Giza was moving. There was food stands and stores and nightlife. This was like midnight. By the time we got there, I want to say it was like somewhere close to 1 o'clock in the morning. It was like it was 5 o'clock in the evening to them. They were out. Everything was open. And I mean, it was a shock. But we got in the area. We're circling. We don't know where this place is. So finally, we got the people on the phone and said, "Where's your hotel at?" And they gave it to the Uber driver. They speak Arabic, so we gave the phone to him. He got the address, took us to the hotel. The hotel, that was not the name of the hotel that's inside the hotel. So we're like, what's going on? We have no clue. So we go inside the hotel. Now, mind you, we're only going to be there for one day. We arrived at 11:55 on the 25th. Mind you, now it is 1 o'clock in the morning on the 26th. I booked the room for the 25th through the 27th because I just wanted a place to put our luggage, to hold our luggage all day, because we had a flight leaving at 8 o'clock that night to go to Luxor. That total was like, I want to say $30. You get what you pay for. So he says, I'm going to hook you up and make it nice. I'm going to make a room nice for you. Mind you, we're on the rooftop of this hotel, and he's bringing us juice and pizza and all of this. And I'm like, he just kept asking us, do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want something to drink? Do you want? He brought us a bottle of water, and you know, it was hot. So I was like, okay, I'm good. But he was like, do you want some juice? And he started naming off these fruit juices: pineapple, mango. I was like, mango? I can dig some mango. So I got mango juice, and my husband got mango juice. And then he asked if we wanted something to eat, a pizza. So my husband was like, yeah, bring me a pizza. And he said, what kind of pizza? He started naming off these things. So he said, okay, bring me a chicken pizza. Never heard of a chicken pizza, but okay. So then they're getting the room ready and everything, and he makes it seem like we're getting a suite. So he gives us a king size suite. We finally get to the room. We paid for the room. I mean, it was paid for already. We just had to show the credit card or whatever, slide it or whatever. And I guess that was for the deposit or whatever. But we go to this room, and mind you, like I said, we had it from the 25th to the 27th. It was like $30. We go in the room. There's a big triangle shaped bathtub that the shell of it on the outside had a hole in it. But he put some potpourri. He put like 2 towels and put some potpourri around it with a heart, and put a D and a C. Now, my name is Dee Dee. My husband's name is Sam. Our last name is Collins. So it had a D and a C. I said, oh, don't worry about it. So I'm scooping off the little potpourri, picked it up. Didn't smell like anything. So I'm like, okay, he's obviously reusing this. So I scooped it up and put it in a towel. And my husband took the towel and just dumped it in the trash. I said, I think they were using that again. But in any case, so now, mind you, we had a private tour guide that I had looked up on Instagram, and I liked her work. I saw her on another YouTube channel with a different influencer, and I liked her work. So I reached out to her before we got there and said, okay, we're going to be in Cairo all day, but we're going to go to the airport at 8 o'clock. I mean, we got an 8 o'clock flight so that we can get to Luxor. And then when we get finished in Luxor, we got one day in Luxor, one day in Aswan and Abu Simbel, one day in Hurghada, so we can go to the Red Sea, and then we'll be back, and then we'll have another full day in Cairo again. So we want 2 days, but we're going to break them up now and then at the end. So her name was, I want to get this right, Habiba. It's Habebaqut if you look it up on Instagram. She was phenomenal. So she came and got us the next day. Oh, mind you, our hotel had a pyramid view. So I knew I couldn't take my big action telescope lens inside the pyramids. So I was able to get a lot of close shots from the hotel the next morning when the sun came up and all of that. But anyway, getting back to the tour guide. She came and picked us up from the hotel, took us to the pyramids, explained the pyramids, the Sphinx. I mean, we learned so much stuff. There is so much stuff to find out about Egypt and the pyramids and the Sphinx and the history behind it and all of that. Is so much that in America we've been told that is not right. That she clarified things perfectly. So she even took pictures of us. You know how you go places and you're taking pictures with a selfie stick, or you got a little, a tripod or whatever, and you're taking pictures. She took pictures of us, and she was good. I mean, she took some really, really good pictures. Like, she was a photographer herself. So I got the pictures of me kissing the Sphinx, and in the tour it came with a camel ride for 20 minutes, and that was my husband was like, "I'm about to fall off, let me down, I don't want to." It was funny. I'll post that video. I think I already have posted that video. But in any case, then there's like some people that's selling stuff around the pyramids, and she's like telling you which ones to and which ones is good and which ones is bad. And then after that, we went to lunch. She took us to lunch, and we had oh, what do you call that sandwich, with the shredded meat? I forgot what it's called. It's right on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, we had that. And then after lunch, we went to the big museum, the Grand Egyptian Museum, the gym. And we knew we didn't have a lot of time, because museums is just one of them places that you can go to, and you never really have enough time to go through the whole thing. And so she just picked out the major parts of the museum and explained everything to us. And we came out of there with such an understanding. It was just phenomenal. But in any case, after that, we had enough time to go back to the hotel, go upstairs, get all of our bags, come back downstairs, and she gave us a ride to the airport. So we were with her all day, took pictures everywhere, got explanations, ate lunch, and she took us to the airport, took us back to the hotel, took us to the airport. We didn't ask her to do that, but that was just the type of tour guide she is. So again, I recommend going to her. And then we got to the airport, took Egypt Air, and went to Luxor. And I'll come back with day 2.